What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 39 of The Joe Show. Here we are. It is Thursday, May 14th. And you know what they say? May the 14th be with you. No, just kidding. I totally made that up. It's so great to be back with all of you. I was hanging out with many of you just about 12 hours ago. Shout out to those of you who participated in the lock-in at home that happened all day yesterday. And I would like to say hello to some of my friends out there. Hold on. I had an experiment. Yes. Yeah. Okay. We'll try this. Here we go. New music. Yeah. Okay, I would like to say hello to some people out there. Like, I don't know, maybe Miles. Miles got the first comment. Andrew, and Caleb, and Amara. I would also like to say hello to Elizabeth J, and Lauren, and Miles, and Holly. Hoy. Holly says hoy to everybody. And Emerson, and Jody. Hey, Jody. And Ollie, and Jackson. What's up? Hey, Amanda. Great to have you with us. Noah, and Owen. If you combine those two together, it spells Noen. I see Evelyn. Tim. Hey, Tim. Happy Thursday. Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Happy Thursday to you as well. Jenny. Good morning, Jenny. Maybe that includes Caden and Isaac. Shout out to all the younger siblings out there who are watching. Cooper, Andrew James, Hudson. Hello, Eli. And I think that's everybody. Hey, Matthew. I see Matthew as well. Great to have you with us. So it is episode 39, like I said, and 39 is not a prime number. You know why? Because 13 times 3 is 39. Lana. Hey, Marissa. Hey, Lana. Lana wants to know what my friend Sarah said in response when in 8th grade I told her that I thought she had big thighs. Hi, Ada. That's a story that I've told multiple times, including last night during bedtime stories. And I think she was really offended. She was like, oh, what? How could you say that? Or she probably said something like, that's something you never tell to a girl. So, I know she acted like she was pretty cool with it, but I'm guessing she actually was really upset about it. That'd be my guess. But she was nice in how she responded to me externally. Yeah. That is weird. It is weird. Yeah. Don't, like I said. Oh, Andrew, you weren't. Yeah. In the story, I said, don't touch girls' thighs and don't make comments about the size of their thighs. Those are two very important things to know. Hoy, Emerson. All right. Well, happy Squirrel Day. And now let's do the question of the day. Today we are on 101 to 200. So I need a number somewhere in between 101 to 200. Well, I know we already did 101. You know what I should have done? I'm glad you can sleep well tonight. I should have been highlighting these questions when we did them as we went along. But it's not like I knew that quarantine was going to last for 8 weeks or something. Should have been marking them off, but that's okay. Hey, Micaiah. Welcome, welcome. I'm pretty sure we've done 1, 2, 3. Yep, we've done 123. Ooh, I like this one. Number 104. Thanks, Marissa. Are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage in it head on? Why? Why? Are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage in it head on? Why? Hey, Mitch. I am more likely to avoid conflict because I just want everyone to get along. What about you? HBU. Hmm? Do you avoid conflict or engage in it head on? Anybody? Any thoughts? Maybe not. Holly's avoider. Avoid. Rut-row. Tim just goes for it. Good, Tim. I need people like you in my life. Elizabeth J, it depends. Oh, the Wades go for it. Evelyn avoids. Miles says it depends. Matthew goes for it. The Wades like debates. Yeah, Jody, I'm with you. I avoid it. Those are good answers. I love debates. Well, let's have a debate right now. No, let's not. Let's not. We'll do another one. One. Here's 138. What's something you regret losing, selling, or giving away? Explain why. Caleb won't avoid. Nice. Caleb won't avoid, but he won't start it either. He's just going to stay in the middle. If it's football, yes. Amara avoids. So the question was, what's something you regret losing, selling, or giving away? Explain. This is number 138. All right, seriously, Anna Welgi? Really? Really, Welgi? You come in and spam the chat like that? You know better than that, Anna. How dare you? 200 subscriber special! Yes! Yeah, sure. Blame it on Anna. Yeah, well, I see how it is. Okay, back to the question. What's something you regret losing, selling, or giving away? Explain why. One time I was on this big kick of simplifying my life, so I gave away a bunch of stuff. And this was like a couple years ago. And I gave away a pair of Heelys, like the ones that Eben and Ollie and a couple other people have. I can't remember who else. And I gave them away. And I regret it because I want to be able to fit in Ollie and Eben's gang and ride around on my Heelys from time to time. Miles lost his earbuds. That's a bummer. You lost a ring your dad bought when he was a kid? Oh my goodness. Emerson lost his soul. Okay. Wow. It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep, Emerson. Okay, we'll do one more question. I know, Evan, right. Why? One more question. On a scale from 1 to 10, how competitive are you? 1 is not very competitive, 10 is super competitive. And a lot of you might say it depends. Just maybe like overall, when you consider all the different activities of your life, how competitive are you? Tim, I have an excess of disc golf discs. If you would like to have some, I'd be happy to give some for you. Got it. You lost the $10 engagement ring Rich had given you. Heartbreaking. Owen. Okay, Owen lost some money. Jackson lost an adorable. Okay, on a scale from 1 to 10, how competitive are you? Caleb is 5 through 9. That's a broad range. Elizabeth, 9. Mitch, 9. Amanda, I think that means super competitive. Micaiah, 10. Oh, Mitch changed his answer. 9 halves, does that mean 4.5? 3, Marissa, Emerson, 2, Infinity, Noah, Holly, 10, Miles, 11, Amara, 10, Emerson, 21. Miles is toning it up to 11. Jenny says 8. I'm putting myself at like a 6. I'd probably be a 6. Tim, just send me a text if you have an idea of what kind of discs you would like. Carter Noreen, many of you know Mr. Carter. He has given me many, many discs, so I'm just passing it along. 6 through 11. I wasn't really asking for a range, but for those of you who have put a range, that's great. Guys, let's have a moment of silence for the lost adorable stuffed animal bear named Baby Bear. Let's have a moment of silence for Baby Bear right now. Baby Bear, wherever you are, you were a great baby bear, and there is a hole in Jackson's heart because of you, and he's never been the same. And he will never be the same without you in his life. Oh, baby bear. Beautiful, babyish baby bear. Okay, moving on with the show. It's just your $200 Playmobil set disappeared? Wow. Sorry about that. All right, we're going to move on with the show. Today, we're going to keep moving with our 1-minute workout. I think I actually made Jackson literally cry literal tears. Okay. Today we're going to... Jackson is having an emotional breakdown right now. Okay. But I'm just going to casually dismiss it and move on with the show. Let's do our 1-minute workout. And today what we're going to do is something kind of low-key because of our 15-minute workout that many of us did yesterday during the lock-in at home. So today we got to stretch out a little bit after that intense workout. Okay? So first you're going to stretch out your arms. Alexa, set a timer for 1 minute. Turns out Miles burned Baby Bear. How dare you? Stretch out the arms. And the legs. Ooh, that one feels good. You should feel this stretch in your leg. And your big thighs. My, what big thighs you have, Joe. Oh, that feels good. Alexa off. And now, for a commercial.
You ferocious mama bird.
Okay. Here we go. So, my name is Miles, and I'm going to be doing the Around the Block Challenge, which is where you run around your block one time. Here we go. Okay, with my yard, my neighborhood, I'm getting nauseous. I just remembered that it's about 100 miles long. So that was a mistake. But halfway through, I'm feeling great. I think 100 miles is a bit too much for one sitting.
Bravo, Miles. Bravo. We're cheering for you, Miles. Although there was this one hater out there.
Boo!
Yeah, this one guy, he was just saying, boo. Thank you for that, Miles. That was great. How courageous of you to run 100 miles around your block. By the way, you must have a massive block if it's 100 miles. I'm very impressed. And I'll invite you. I know not all of you are comfortable in front of the camera and aren't creative in that way, but if you want to make a video and send it in to me, I would be more than happy to show it on the show, as long as it's middle school live appropriate. All right? Now we are going to do a segment called Super Thursday. Actually, we're not. No, that was Super Tuesday. We're gonna play a game called Is It a Website? So this kind of started randomly a couple days ago, and what I want to do is explore some of your last names to see whether or not they are websites. So I've already got a couple, and I'm not gonna say whose last name goes with who, just for security purposes. But if I say your last name, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So here we go. Here are some websites that I found. So I'm gonna share my screen with you. All right. First, this is Blackguard.com. Apparently, it provides solutions for difficult problems. And it's time for the states to unite and reclaim their rights. So there you go. Chervenka.com. Barbara Chervenka-Pyre. She's a graduate student at Rice University in their mathematics department. Ooh, calculus. Fun. Ooh, this looks like a party. Okay, this is Dunham.com, a world-class trust and investment firm. I'm an investor. So, oh, interesting. So something to do with finance. Here is Ryland.com. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay, interesting. Now, what I'm going to do is look up a couple new websites, but I'm not going to share it yet because I want to make sure that they are appropriate. So I'll try this one. I'm not going to say it out loud. Interesting. Okay. Here's one. Okay. That one's not really a website. Oh boy. Let's see if this is one. Don't know what that means. My credit card number is beep. Okay, I'm just pulling up randos of some people who are watching the show. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Ooh, interesting. All right. So this is Pierce.com, professional resources where talent, expertise, and integrity intersect. So it looks like this is like a place where people who, it's like a connecting place for people who can do work and people who need work done. So that's Pierce.com. Oh, so I typed in Wade.com and it took me automatically to WadeFord.com. Hey, what's up, Landry and Landon? We're playing Is It a Website? And I'm typing in people's last names.com to see if it's a website. So Wade takes me to WadeFord.com, which is in Georgia. Paulson.com is not a thing. Baird.com, innovation engineered. Pioneering innovative coastal and river engineering solutions, one shoreline at a time. So that's what they do, something with water. And this one is, Handley. I typed in handley.com and this is what came up. Handley Surveys is a global supplier of specialist high accuracy surveying services. Wow, these are just, man, just like party time, you know what I mean? All right, I'll do one more round, pull up a few more names and see what I can come up with. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing what you're posting in the chat. Okay. Who else? There's nothing at Bodansky.com. Sorry. Oh my goodness. And Overholt.com and Sieber.com don't bring up anything. Huh. Okay. Well, I got a couple more. This will be the last round of Is It a Website? This is what I get when I go to Patterson.com. G Money, what up? I like your idea, Tim. Embedded to enterprise media relations. Patterson and Associates. Sounds boring to me, but whatever. Now, Bootish.com is not a website, but JoeBootish.com is a website. And hey, look, it's me! And it's a website helping middle school parents win. That's right. And yeah, you can read all my secrets about everything that I know. It's a website that's geared toward parents. So, yep, that's JoeBootish.com. Like and subscribe. I haven't really updated it much lately, but ooh, Leelasure.com. There's nothing there. If I go to Casein.com, I get Casein's stunning desserts straight from your freezer. I really hope that's actually our friend's name, our friend's website. And yeah, this is Callum.com, which he looks like a science guy who likes the climate and the weather and astronomy. I don't know what any of this stuff is. You know that actually. Let me check out. Let me check this one out. No, Coons.com did not turn up anything. Since I'm at it, I had a couple more. Oh, Fest.com. Not a thing. Hardy.com doesn't exist. Okay, I think I've looked for most people who are here. Oh yeah, I tried Welgie.com. No dice. Okay, these are the final two. Yeah, nothing at Coons.com. So here's Pascal.com. Pennsylvania Scale Company. Oh, PA Pennsylvania Scale Company.com. I like it. Cool, you can buy scales. And here's Jackson.com. Something about finances. So, there you go. That was Is It a Website? Fun stuff. You could go. Okay, I'm going to inform all of you today. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to do something. So, if you go to GoDaddy.com. This is a website domain registrar, I think is what you call it. And you can actually, as long as it's available, you can buy your domain name.com and you can hold on to it so that it's available until you actually want to start building a website. So you can own your first and last name.com and then you don't have to build a website for it, but that basically gives you the rights to build a website on that at that URL whenever you're ready, which might be something you might want to purchase and hold on to. So I'm going to I'm going to try one of the adults. So I'm going to type in Tim Sieber and search the domain. And what you would do is type in your first and last name. Okay, timsieber.com is taken. Maybe because our Tim actually owns it. Oh boy. Okay. So I might actually beat Jody to the punch here and be a meanie. And I'm going to buy jodyoverholt.com. No. So jodyoverholt.com is available, and you can purchase it for $12, and it gives you the rights to that web URL for an entire year. And then you'll have to renew probably for like $17 a year after that or something. But yeah, anyway, I don't know, super random. But you could go to GoDaddy, and there's other places that'll let you do this. I'm doing it just for the adults, not for the kids. Yeah, go to GoDaddy, type in your first and last name.com, and buy your it's called a web domain that is your name. You could do that if you wanted to. You can basically reserve it. That might be completely unhelpful information, but anyway, there we go. Is it a website? Let's do our verse of the day. Oh, you know what? Okay, before we do that, actually, I needed to show you guys one more thing. I had fun one time. There's actually like there's oh my goodness, yes. If you go and search, this is getting really, really specific. Like there's a thing called top level domain, which is that's like whether it's .com or .net or .org. There's other dots. That's called a top level domain. There's different top level domains. So .ninja is actually a top level domain. So there's actually a website, and I could build a website at joebudish.ninja. I think there's another one that is .horse. Yes, .horse is a top level domain. Joe Budish, so there's no .com here. Like, I'd be able to build a website at www.joebudish.horse. And I think .dog is a top level domain. Yes, www.joebudish.dog. Last time I checked, .cat is not a top level domain. Yeah, .cat is not here yet. But yeah, anyway, there's other top level domains like that. I just think it's super random and funny. Shout out to Seth. Seth, you know who you are. We discovered these top level domains once. All right, that was a internet wormhole. So we're going to go to Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. Today, First and Second Peter, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews. Wow, struggle was real today to find this verse. Here we go. Okay. You guys got it? .lasercat. All right, Hebrews 12:6 says this. Let's actually do verse 5. I'm going to start with my son. Hebrews 12:5. My son, my daughter, my child. Do not make light of the Lord's discipline, and do not lose heart when he rebukes you, because the Lord disciplines those he loves, and he punishes everyone he accepts as a son or a daughter. I'm going to keep going. Verse 7. Endure hardship as discipline. God is treating you as sons and daughters. For what child is not disciplined by his or her father? If you are not disciplined, and everyone undergoes discipline, then you're not actually children and not true sons and daughters. Moreover, we have all had human fathers who disciplined us, and we respected them for it. How much more should we submit to the Father of our spirits and live? Our human fathers and mothers disciplined us for a little while as they thought best. And some of your parents do that right now. But God disciplines us for our good, that we may share in his holiness. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. That means that God uses discipline. It's not punishment, it's discipline. God uses discipline to form us, to shake it, to shape us, to make us holy, to make us more like Jesus. Okay? That's what that passage says. So, let's talk about quarantine. Let's talk about COVID. Let's talk about coronavirus. God, I believe, is shaping us. He's forming us as a result of the last 2 months. I am not saying that coronavirus and quarantine is happening because God is punishing us. I'm not saying that. However, I do think that because he loves us, he is using this time to discipline us and to help form us and use it as an opportunity to make us more holy and more like Jesus. So I want to do an activity that's going to help us process through this a little bit. So I need you guys to go grab something. I need you to grab two things. I need you to grab a piece of paper and a writing utensil. All right? Do those two things. Piece of paper, writing utensil. I'll give you 1 minute. Grab these two items and then come back. Okay? I'll put 1 minute on the screen. Sorry about the echoiness. I need to mute my mic to prevent that. All right, here's what you got to do. Take your piece of paper and draw 3 columns, and then draw a line across the top because we're gonna label these 3 columns. I repeat, 3 columns, and then just a skinny line near the top because we're going to have to label the 3 columns. Okay? You guys got that? The first column, the furthest one on the left, you are going to label expectation. And I'll write it, and then I'll show it so you can spell it in case you don't know how to spell it. Okay? Expectation is the first thing. expectation. Okay, you got that one done? Second column, reality. At the top of the second column, you're going to label it reality. It's just reality that comes from above. God is good. There's no greater love. I have an idea. Okay, and then in the third column, you're going to write the word lesson. Jody, nice. Okay, you guys got these three columns? Okay. Expectation, reality, lesson. Emerson posts, "Give me some food." All right. First thing you're going to do in the expectation column is I want you to write about some expectations that you had for this year. In other words, write down what you thought 2020 was going to look like before coronavirus happened, before COVID, before quarantine, before school was canceled. So like before spring break, when none of us really had any idea that this was going to happen, before you knew that life was going to get crazy, what plans or dreams or expectations did you have for this spring, maybe this summer, maybe for the year? That's what you're going to write in the expectation column. Okay? So go ahead and do that right now. All right. You got that one done? So I wrote, whatever you wrote, I wrote, I expected normal stuff. Like in the spring, we always take a break at spring break. And then we have staff appreciation. And then we have the 8th grade celebration and the 8th grade vacay. I was expecting that normal stuff. I was expecting to be busy because my life is normally busy. I was expecting to continue my dating life by meeting up with people. I was expecting a vacation in March that got canceled because I couldn't go anywhere. And I was expecting special events with middle schoolers, like the 7th grade camp day. Okay, so we all had expectations about what this year, what the spring, what the summer was going to look like. Now, in the reality column, you're going to write down the reality. So, like, what have you actually been experiencing over the last couple of months? What do you actually think this summer is going to look like? All right, I'll show you what I wrote. The reality is I've been stuck at home. I've had little interaction with people. I've had to learn how to do ministry from a distance, which honestly is not as fun as ministry when you can actually see people face to face. I'm thankful for technology. I'm thankful for YouTube, but I would much prefer to be there in person. Shopping is stressful. Yeah. Dating is basically impossible. I feel isolated at home. I have a lot of questions about what is actually happening and how does this virus work and what should I be doing and what should we as a society be doing? What's the best course of action? And there's been some stress and worry because of all the uncertainty. Third column, lesson. This is where, as you think about what you've expected and what the reality has been, and really there's been a gap, probably. I'm guessing that this column does not match this column. And that's probably true this year more than any other year in your life. Your expectation has not matched your reality. So there's a gap between what you expected here and what has actually happened this year. There is a gap, maybe a humongous gap. And that can lead to feelings of, because of that gap, because this year has not gone like we expected, we, like Landry said, it is leading us to feel certain things. We feel a sense of loss. Where there's a sense of sadness. There's a sense of fear, anger, frustration, confusion, bewildered, you have strong opinions, strong emotions. I know I've experienced that. So there's a really big gap between our expectation and our reality this year. And if you felt some of those strong emotions that I just mentioned, that is normal. And that could even, maybe you are sad because you haven't been able to see your friends. And you might be like, well, someone might come back and say, well, at least you're not dying from coronavirus. Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad that you can't see your friends and you weren't able to have closure to the school year. And it's sad to think that you haven't been able to start your soccer season. So I want own those emotions. That's okay. Now I want to turn the corner. And thank you for your encouragement, guys. But this has been hard. This has been hard for me. It's been hard for me. It's been hard for all of us in different ways. This show has been the highlight of quarantine for me. And it's also the case that I would much rather see you in person. So that actually leads us to this third column, the lesson. So as we reflect on all these things, this is where the rubber meets the road. I want you to try to think about what lessons God might be teaching us through all of this. How might He be disciplining us as we process through the gap between the expectation and reality of life for the past few months and all those emotions and thoughts and feelings we've been having? What are some lessons that God might be teaching us? And maybe we don't know all of them. So maybe some of these are going to have to be guesses. You're going to have to project a little bit into the future. But what are potentially some lessons that God has been teaching us? Go ahead and try to write some of those down. And again, these might have to be guesses for you because we're still processing this on the fly as we go. This is also, FYI, wrapped up in our daily challenge. The challenge is to try to process through ways that God might be disciplining us for our good. What might He be teaching us through this? So here are some of my... Sorry, I'm doing all this backwards. Here are some of my lessons. I've learned that tomorrow is not guaranteed, which is a passage, it's basically a verse in the book of James. I've learned that relationships matter. Relationships with people matter. Financial stability is not guaranteed. And maybe this is something that you don't deal with, but it's something that us adults have been dealing with due to a lot of economic and financial uncertainty. And thankfully, I do feel like I'm in a financially stable place. But there are a lot of people right now who aren't. Too much Netflix or too many screens, basically, is not a good thing. Waiting is difficult, especially when you don't know the outcome. It's easy to not depend on God when things are going well. So when life is good and things are humming along and there's not many, a lot of things to worry about, it's easy to not depend on God. On the flip side, I think it's easier to depend on God when things are not going well. And I've learned a lot about humility, because we just don't have a lot of answers with this. So I'm just sharing those as some of the lessons that I've learned, but I think God is teaching all of us different lessons through this season and through this gap between what we expected this year to look like and the reality of this year. And your lessons don't have to be my lessons. I'm just sharing mine as an example. The challenge for you is to be thinking about what lessons God might be teaching you. And again, for months and maybe for years after quarantine is over, we're going to be processing through lessons from this time. And there may be more lessons for us to learn down the road. I think it's valuable for us to step back and think, what is God saying to me? What is God trying to teach me through this? Because he disciplines us, because he loves us. It's true. Hey, thanks for hanging. That was kind of an intense exercise. Thanks for everyone who joined in for the Lock-In at Home number 2. That was fun to see you all tomorrow or yesterday. Driveway Visits, there's a new episode that is going to premiere today at 2:00 p.m. So check it out. That was fun doing that visit and editing that video. So I'm excited for y'all to see it. It's premiering at 2:00 today. And then there is our Bible reading plan for this week. It's about discipleship, how to follow Jesus on a daily basis. And I'll be here live for the Joe Show, episode number 40. Episode 40 tomorrow. That's awesome. Lauren, do not build your house on sand, or it will wash away in the ocean. Build it on a rock, a strong foundation, like God, so you won't get washed away by the seas of evil. That's good. Preach it, sister. All right, for prayer today, we are going to walk through these steps. This is a guided prayer exercise, so join me. First one is adoration. This is where we let God know how great and awesome and powerful he is. So just lift up God right now with some adoration in your prayer. Go ahead. Okay, confession. This is where you confess to God anything that's not right between you and him, any sins that you need to confess, just anything that you need to admit or bring before God. Go ahead. Thanks. This is where you let God know some things that you're thankful for. And the last one is S, stuff I need. This is where you can let God know what you need or what the people around you need. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, students, for hanging out with us today. That was a long one. We're definitely past an hour. But we did it. We made it. So thanks for hanging out. Check out that driveway visit. It should be going up at 2 o'clock p.m. this afternoon on our YouTube channel. And I'll see you back here for episode 40 tomorrow. All right, guys. Have a great Thursday. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. Yes.